Well, I'd heard your commercial on the radio for a number of years, but didn't think that you would be able to help her. She's been dealing with mental health issues for probably 20 years. And I was kind of, I don't want to say I was hopeless, but we had tried so many things. She'd been to pretty much every rehab and treatment place that we could think of that would help her, and they all assured us that we would get good results, but we did not. Since the time she was 12, she's had an eating disorder, which led to an addiction, and she's had depression and bipolar disorder and ADD, anxiety issues, just a whole number of things that were pretty much just stealing her life. And she'd gotten to the point in the past few years where she'd been hospitalized numerous times, and the doctors were telling me that she wasn't going to make it. But when we came to the Brain Life Center, they told me that they thought they would be able to help her, and it's been just a miracle. I feel like this is the person that's been hiding out in her body all these years, that was trapped and couldn't get out. And she always wanted to get well, at least I thought she did, but she just couldn't get past all of these other issues. But since she's gone in for the treatments, she's actually happy again for the first time in probably 20 years. And all the other issues have just kind of fallen by the wayside. She's been on numerous medications, and now we're starting to wean her off of those, and she's still doing well. So we're just very thankful and would like to share this with other people, because I think it's in our case, I'm convinced it saved her life.
Thank God. You had shared something with me interesting earlier about you didn't even think of calling us because you thought we just help with sleep.
Right.
And that you were hoping people out there that might be struggling with similar things to your daughter, you wanted to sort of reach out to those people and let them know this does more than just help with sleep.
Exactly.
What would you say to those people?
I would say that you definitely need to give it a try. In fact, I've already referred one of my friends who has a daughter with bipolar anxiety issues, and she's already come and she's already seen a tremendous change in her. So I think that if it's anything at all to do with mental health, it's definitely worth looking into. I just don't see any negatives to it at all. It's just been the greatest experience for both of us, for our whole family. Well, the main thing is the addictions, which I still can't believe it, because she's been to practically every clinic that I could find. We even sent her to California once, and nothing helped long term. And since she's been coming here, she hasn't been drinking. And before that, the only time she was not drinking was when she was in rehab. So that's been a miracle. And the depression also. You know, when she came here, in fact, she rated her happiness on a scale of 1 to 10 at a 2. And then after the treatment, she rated it at an 8 or a 9, which is amazing. And you can tell the difference just in talking to her. You can just sense that she's happy and she's not upset and she's not tense. It's wonderful.
About how old is she now?
She's 33.
And how long has she been struggling with these things?
20 years.
Wish we could have gotten a little earlier.
Yeah, right. Well, I was very, very skeptical when I came here, but Jessica was willing to try it. So we both came in thinking we would just see what it was like, and we weren't even sure if we were going to go ahead with it. But everyone was very welcoming, and they took the time to explain things even when we didn't really understand what was going on. They still went over it again, and we decided to try it, and it was almost immediately that we started noticing a difference. And the further she went in the treatment, the more marked the improvement was. But everyone here was very helpful, and they were also very straightforward. I honestly believe that if they didn't think they could have helped us, they would have said so. I don't think I don't know how to say it, but I think that they're very knowledgeable in what they're doing and how it will help and whether or not they can help you. And I think they're going to honestly tell you if they think it'll help or not. In fact, they told me that there was a good chance that it could help Jessica, but they never said. And I mean, Jessica was really a hardcore case. I mean,
Yeah.
she's been to some of the premier treatment places in the country, and they haven't been able to help her. So,
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for sharing this.